Hi, my name's Phil. I like talking about politics, and in this video I like to discuss the latest from the Brexit hive mind, which is now saying that the damage caused by Brexit has actually been caused by a Remainer virus. I wish I was being facetious at this point, but that's actually where we are now. Brexit is the fault of Remainers for unleashing a, and I quote, mind virus. And this is apparently a Brexit benefit. Right then. But first, if you'd like to be notified of daily news and politics, please subscribe to the channel and click the bell notification icon. So this isn't the first, and it won't be the last article where some Brexit supporter looks at all the damage which their brain farts have caused and decides that it's actually the fault of Remainers. This one in the Daily Telegraph yesterday, or the day before, depending on when I do this video, was particularly good. Not only did it point the finger squarely at Remainers, but it also said we should accept responsibility for our actions. All our fault, and we're not taking responsibility for it. The author, Alistair Heath, who's the editor of its sister paper, the Sunday Telegraph, clearly it's necessary to have your self-awareness surgically removed before rising through the ranks of the increasingly delusional Tory client media now. In fact, you may at this point be wondering, well, where's the Brexit benefit? I promised a Brexit benefit in the title of the video. Where is it? Well, the author of this quite remarkable piece of mental gymnastics suggests that Brexit has been vindicated on the grounds that our elites can't bear to accept it. For the avoidance of doubt, when they say elites, they don't mean the privately educated investors who've made a killing out of Brexit as it's cast the country into the toilet. No, they mean those with an education and critical thinking skills who wanted to stop the madness. I mean, the word elite generally does refer to people with superior skills. Maybe they refer to us as elites because we've got the capacity to understand data to a workable level. Hard to say. But what we have here is a posh way of saying that Brexit was worth it because half of their fellow citizens are suffering as a result of it. Because that's the point of Brexit now, isn't it? That's the point of Brexit. Oh, people in Britain are crying over it. Oh, that's job well done, job well done. We've pissed off our own side. Not entirely sure how it's supposed to be patriotic to wish some change that harms your fellow citizens. But from the charmless cabbages on Twitter to the gentrified thugs in the mainstream media, the justification for Brexit is now that it pisses off people in the UK. The promises of lower prices and higher wages has long since left the building. The government are now taking nurses to court, or have taken nurses to court, for demanding a living wage. That's where the high wage economy is. As for cheaper food, well, I mean, when you can actually find a shop that has food to sell, I can't help but notice that that has been increasing in price quite sharply. And all of this was happening before Russia launched its full-scale invasion. Tory MPs go, oh, full-scale invasion of Ukraine, you see. No, it was happening before then. Of course, yes, bombing the crap out of a major agricultural European country like Ukraine was always going to send food prices higher still. But this huge food inflation was happening in the UK before then. Also, we're the only country suffering regular shortages of food. That is because we are the customer of last resort. I've said it before, food sellers in Europe getting orders from different countries will deal with Britain last. And that is because to send it anywhere else, all they need, they confirm the order. Oh, you want so many tomatoes? Great, no problem. They print out the invoice, arrange transport, done, finished. For Britain, they have to do all that, but they also need to go through all the customs paperwork, pages and pages of it. Before long, standards procedures are coming in as well. They'll do it because at the end of the day, as long as we're paying more for it, they'll do it, but only after they've dealt with the easy orders first. And if there's nothing left, if there's a little bit of a shortage anywhere in the chain, and it's like, well, we're done. Right, that's Belgium's gone off. Oh, Britain now. Oh, I ain't got enough. Sorry. That's it. We don't get them. That's why the shortages. It's too bad for us. It's peppers we're short of now. I wonder how long before our Secretary of State for Farming tells us to use coconuts instead. What Brexiteers, like this latest Muppet, try to do, which is exactly what they do in the article, is to try to point to the wide-ranging damage being caused to the UK and suggest that it's ridiculous that it could all have been caused by Brexit. And apart from anything else, no one is really saying that it was all caused by Brexit. We are being specific about what was Brexit and what was not. But, you know, as people who've watched in my videos will know, I do that as well. I don't just point to a bad thing and say, well, that's Brexit, that is. Sometimes I'll see a bad thing and wonder, but sometimes it isn't. Sometimes I'm thinking to myself, oh, I wonder if that's Brexit. You look at it, no, it's not. You know, I explain the chain of events which led from Brexit to the problems. Funny how Brexiteers are never able to do the same. They point at Russian tanks, the ones that haven't collapsed in the mud or been nicked by Ukrainian farmers, and say, that did it, that over there did it. But never an explanation as to why Ukraine itself has better stocked supermarkets than we do. No chain of thinking at all in their explanations. And you know what? This isn't even peak Brexit yet. Don't imagine that the latest excuse for Brexit, a mind virus unleashed by elite Remainers no less. Don't think that's the craziest we're going to see from them. It was predictable even before Brexit that when the consequences hit, those responsible would run for cover and blame everyone else. Those outside the Conservatives blamed the government for being useless or not being Brexity enough. Those inside the Conservatives blamed the Remainer establishment, whether it be in the civil service or complaining about someone talking to a camera in a shed. But just wait another couple of years. It's going to be on a whole new level. See, after the general election, absolutely everything will be the fault of the Labour government again. Oh, we were almost there. Oh, we were there. Yes, the Tories were making a bit of an arse of it. Sunak didn't seem quite Brexity enough, but they were slowly getting the right idea. They were slowly getting there. Another year and the unicorns would have been prancing around the sunlit meadows. Now Labour have completely botched it. And they'll all be able to agree on that. Brexiteers inside and outside the Conservative Party will be going, oh no, the mind virus, oh no. No, it's Labour. Labour's fault. They'll all be able to huddle together once more in their crazy tent. In the meantime, we're left trying to explain to people that the cost of living has not in actual fact, despite what the editor of a major newspaper says, caused by a mind virus released by Remainers who refuse to accept our responsibility for what a shambles Brexit has turned out to be. But there we are. Those are my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comments below. Hope you found the video interesting. If you did, please click the like button if you'd like to support the channel further, the join button for memberships, and until next time, I'll see you later.